What if you've been putting everything first except God? What if everything you've believed about the kingdom of God is only half the truth? Most people think of it as heaven, a perfect place somewhere far away, something you reach after life is over, a future reward, a distant promise. But when Jesus spoke about the kingdom of God, he didn't describe something far away. He described something near, something already active, something people were standing right in front of and still missing. In this video, we're going to break down what the kingdom of God really means and why misunderstanding it might be the reason so many people feel spiritually stuck. Stay with me, because by the end, you won't just understand it, you'll start recognizing it in your daily life. Part 1. Not a place, but a reality. When we hear the word kingdom, we naturally think of land, territory, borders, a place ruled by a king. But Jesus challenged that idea. When he was asked when the kingdom of God would come, his answer confused people. He basically said, it's not something you'll point to and say, here it is, or there it is. Because the kingdom of God is not just about location, it's about rule. It exists wherever God's authority is accepted. That means the kingdom isn't limited to heaven. It begins in the human heart. So it's not about where you are, it's about who is leading your life. Part 2. Already near Jesus didn't say, the kingdom will come someday. He said, it's near, within reach, already arriving. That's powerful, because it means the kingdom is not just a future hope, it's a present invitation. Right now. Part 3. Why it's hard to see. If it's real, why don't people notice it? Because it doesn't look the way people expect. Jesus compared it to something very small, like a seed. At first, almost invisible, or like yeast mixed into dough, hidden but slowly transforming everything. That's how the kingdom works. It doesn't start big, it starts quietly. Real life connection. Think about this. A person decides to forgive someone instead of holding on to anger. Another chooses honesty when lying would be easier. Someone turns back to God after years of ignoring him. From the outside, these look like small choices, but inside, something deeper is happening. That's the kingdom at work, changing a life from the inside out. Part 4. Why people miss Jesus. When Jesus came, people expected something dramatic. A powerful leader, a visible kingdom, instant change. But instead, they saw humility, simplicity, transformation happening quietly. And because it didn't match their expectations, they missed it. The same thing happens today. People look for something big and overlook what's real. Part 5. Who enters the kingdom? Here's something most people don't expect. The kingdom of God is not for the perfect, not for the most religious, not for the most qualified. It's for those who are willing to surrender. Jesus said you have to become like a child. Why? Because a child doesn't rely on status. A child depends trusts is open. Entering the kingdom is not about proving yourself, it's about recognizing you need God. Part 6, surrender versus control. And this is where it becomes difficult, because naturally, we want control. We want to decide everything. We want independence. But the kingdom works differently. God is king, not us, and you can't experience a kingdom while trying to sit on the throne yourself. So something has to shift, not outwardly first, but inwardly. Part 7, now and still coming. Here's something important to understand. The kingdom of God is already here, but not fully complete. You can experience peace, but life still has problems. You can feel change, but the world is still broken. So we live in between two realities, what has already begun and what will one day be complete. That's why even today, there is still pain, still struggle, still injustice, but at the same time, lives are being transformed, hearts are being renewed, people are finding direction. That's the kingdom breaking in. Part 8, what it changes. Now here's the most important part. If the kingdom of God is real, it changes how you live. You stop asking only, what do I want? And start asking, what is right? You choose forgiveness, even when it's hard. You stop living only for yourself and start living with meaning. You're no longer defined by your past, but by who leads your life. Part 9, what it looks like. The kingdom of God isn't about external rituals. It looks like living right before God, having peace inside, even in chaos, experiencing joy beyond circumstances, not someday, but now. Final question. So here's the real question. It's not, where is the kingdom? It's this. Is God truly ruling your life? If this message made you think, don't ignore it. Comment below, your kingdom come, and share this with someone who needs to hear this truth. Because the kingdom of God is not far away, it's closer than you think. And it starts when you put God first.